this self-care Sunday, okay? Give me a second. Light me some incense. If you know me, if you pay me any attention, I like to keep an incense lit, okay? All right. So let me grab my self-care deck. And we're going to get into this self-care Sunday, okay? All right. So, as I just stated, self-care Sunday. So, I want to use my self-care deck. I say this every time I use this deck, but I made this shit, okay? I made this. I did that. This. Me. Fronts and backs, okay? I've tried to sell this shit plenty of times, but the way I'm suppressed and hidden all the fucking time, and the way motherfuckers be gunning for me not to be successful, nobody ever fucking sees it. Nobody ever gets interested. Nobody ever asks about it. They're still for fucking sale. But now you gotta fucking reach out to me, comment. So I'm just getting to the self-care Sunday with my self-care deck, okay? Self-care is self-love. It's very important to love yourself, take care of yourself. As I stated in the chakra of the day this morning, the chakra was heart, love, okay? You have to love yourself the way you wish others to love you. If you don't take care of yourself, love yourself, show yourself self-care and self-love, take care of your body, your mind, your spirit, universe is going to see that as a sign that you don't care or love yourself. So universe, spirit, God is not going to send you someone who's going to love you better than you love yourself. Why would he do that? Why would they do that? They're going to send you someone with the same energy you have for yourself. So if you are not exercising, if you are not taking care of your skin, if you are not taking care of your mental health, if you're not healing your spirit, you're going to attract someone on the same wavelength, okay? If you do take care of your skin, make sure you look good, make sure you're healthy and eat right and exercise, you're going to attract someone that has the same energy for themselves and for you, okay? Law of attraction. But spirit, universe, divine, God, what is some self-care that you'd like the collective to work on? Please make me a clear channel to relay any additional messages clearly and concisely for everyone to understand. Archangel Michael puts a head around me and the collective as I tap into this energy. Keep all negative energies and entities out of this reading and cause all monitoring spirits to go blind and deaf. Ashe. So the first card out was get some rest. Get some rest, okay? And it says rest and motion unrelieved and unchecked are equally destructive, okay? So the first item of self-care for you is to rest properly. Got two more. Is to rest properly, okay? Oh, three more. Nope, two more. You cannot function, think, react, make decisions, or even hear God properly without the right amount of rest, without the proper amount of rest. Your body cannot heal and regenerate without the proper amount of rest, okay? Now, the proper amount of rest is subjective to each person. Everyone is not on the same circadian rhythm, okay? There are people that need 6 to 8 hours of rest to function, yes. There are also people with a circadian rhythm where they only need spurts of 3-4 hours, then they're up for several hours, and they're back sleep for 3-4 hours, and they're up, okay? It depends on your own circadian rhythm, okay? Depends on you. So don't try to follow guidelines of science or society as far as how much rest you need. You need to listen to your body. Listen to your own intuition, your own body, your own inner self to know how much rest you personally need. If you are in a situation where you have a hard time getting ample rest, perhaps, and if it's possible, you need to move some things around, drop some things for a day so that you can catch up on your rest, okay? Period. Um, the next card that came out, solo date. Spirit is wanting you to take yourself out. That's a part of self-care. That's a part of self-love. Okay? Stop being codependent on people to go places with you. Stop being codependent on needing to have a group of friends or people to go out with. You do not. You do not. It's time for you to learn how to be alone with yourself. You cannot fully focus and go within if you are surrounded by people all the time. You cannot fully heal or properly heal if you're constantly surrounded by people. That's not how this works. Healing, self-love, self-care is a solo mission. It's a one-man mission. Okay, there's only room in the shuttle for one person. Okay? So spend a little time with yourself to show that you appreciate you. Absolutely. Take yourself out somewhere nice to eat. Go shopping and buy yourself something nice. Treat yourself. Okay? Solo date. Go to a wine tasting alone. Go to a movie by yourself. Learn to enjoy your own company. Learn to enjoy your own energy. Confirmation. Learn to enjoy yourself. Okay? The third card that came out was journal. So, Spirit also wants you to take some time to journal as a form of self-care. Any unresolved feelings, issues, traumas, things you want to get off your mind, journal it. What irritated you today, journal it and let it the fuck go. What made you happy today, journal it and be grateful for that. I'm hearing, when I said grateful, I heard gratitude journaling. Someone needs to start gratitude journaling, okay? You cannot expect more good to come into your life if you're not grateful for what you already have. Period. Example that I always use when I'm explaining this to someone. For example, you're a parent and you have your beloved child, right? Your beloved child is always asking for things and you provide them to your child because you love your child, okay? But you've noticed that your child is a little ungrateful with the things that they ask for and get. So your child wants a specific pair of shoes. Okay, you get your child that specific pair of shoes, but now it's not good enough. Now they want two pairs, two different colors. They want more, more, more. Okay, as a parent, if you see that that child is not grateful for what you've already bought them, are you going to continue to buy them better and more things? No, you're not. You're going to tell them to be grateful for what the fuck you already got them, right? Same thing with universe, same thing with God, same thing with the divine. You can't expect God, universe, divine to give you more or better than what you already have if you're not grateful for the more and the better that you already have. If you're not grateful for what you already have, excuse me. So that's like, yeah, you want to be rich. That's great. Everybody wants to be rich. But you're very ungrateful for the roof over your head that you already have. You're very ungrateful for the money that you have coming in. You're very ungrateful for your job that you have that's making you this money. You're very ungrateful. Well, God ain't about to send you shit else. Nothing better until you learn how to be grateful for what you already have. Yeah, it may not be the best, but it's better than what it could be. It's better than what you could have. It's better than nothing, right? Yeah. So you need to be grateful for what you already have. So someone needs to start gratitude journaling. And when I say grateful for everything you have, you need to be in that journal talking about, I'm grateful for the fact that I can breathe without my nose being clogged up. I'm grateful that my allergies aren't kicking in this year. I'm grateful that there was enough sugar in the cabinet this morning for me to have a cup of tea. I'm grateful that I can smell. Like everything. Gratitude. Okay? Period. So on the journaling card, Write hard and clear about your feelings, okay? All right, so we got get some rest, go on a solo date, and journal, okay? Now, also, I wanted to touch on skincare. Why? Because it came to me. Okay, skincare is very important. They teach us that your skin is the largest organ of your body, right? Right. If you do not take good care of your skin, if you don't take good care of your body, let me say it this way, if you don't take good care of your body in general, your skin will reflect your inner struggles, okay? So if you're not drinking water, your skin is going to tell on you. If you are not getting enough sleep and rest, your skin will tell on you. If you're not bathing properly or effectively, your skin will tell on you. If you have digestive issues, your skin will tell on you. If you're not eating right, your skin will tell on you. Okay? So skincare is not only outside. Skincare is also inner care. You need to be drinking water. You need to be eating foods that are not highly processed and not full of fats and grease and fried and all that other shit, okay? If possible, you need to start cooking at home. Okay, cut out the fucking fast food. Cut out the overly processed packaged shit. You need to start trying your best, as best as you can. Okay, I know this is not possible for everyone to do based on people's circumstances and situations. Okay, I'm very understanding to that. Believe me, I am. You have no idea the life I have lived or am living. Okay, the best way you can avoid processed and fast foods and shit like that, okay? When possible, if possible, make your own meals. You may have to buy ingredients from the store, yes. But I guarantee you the meal you make at home is going to be less processed than the meal you buy at a restaurant or the prepackaged meal you buy out of the store, okay? So the way the world is set up, it doesn't make it possible or readily available for everyone to do this, but there are ways that you can get closer to eating healthier or cleaning up your eating habits, okay? And some things take time, okay? All types of healing, whether it's food, uh, spiritual, emotional, it all takes time. Physical, it all takes time, okay? So you do what you can with what you can. Great gratitude. You do what you can with what you can, and you be grateful for that, and then God will send you increase. That's how it works. Also, too, with the skincare thing, avoid putting a lot of fragranced lotions and things on your skin. I'm hearing that too because a lot of the fragrances and shit that they put in these lotions are poison. They're cancer causing poisons. They're toxins. Okay? Nothing created by this world, by a large industry, is created for your well being. Okay? None of it. They may tell you that, it may say that on the label, that doesn't mean it's true. And that doesn't mean that it's good for you. Okay? Shit, half the time the shit that says organic isn't even organic and it has pesticides. They find ways around telling you that. Okay? So, but try your best to avoid highly fragranced commercial lotions and shit like that you put on your skin, or like face creams and shit like that, okay? If you can, try to go with something that doesn't have much fragrance. If you can, even better, try to use some natural shit like almond oil on your face, grapeseed oil, sunflower oil in your hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, try your best, okay? Meditation and relaxation, trying to get some rest. If you are not able to fully, like, slumber for a set amount of time, based on your situation, you also can find ways to just relax and meditate. So, for example, You work 12-hour days, so you don't really have the luxury of sleeping much, right? Okay, that's fine. I understand. You do what works for you. If you have an hour lunch, don't spend your hour lunch sitting in your car or at home on your fucking device or watching TV or eating some bullshit. Take 30 minutes to feed your body, and then take the other 30 minutes to just sit in silence, relax, meditate, unwind. Take a power nap. Power nap is only 15 minutes, but some kind of way you need to find ways to rest and relax. Meditation is a form of relaxing rest without having to sleep, okay? So like I said, if you really want to, you will find ways around your circumstances to get the rest, relaxation, meditation, food, whatever you need. You'll find ways. If you really want to, you will, okay? To the best of your ability, okay? The last thing I want to talk on for this Self-Care Sunday is exercise, okay? A lot of people's excuse for exercise, I don't have time to exercise. Okay, well, you had time to sit your ass on Twitter for 20 minutes and tweet. You had time to sit your ass on social media for 45 minutes and watch bullshit and like bullshit. You had time for that. Stuff that has no benefit to you, but you didn't have 15, 10, 5 minutes to work on yourself? How sway? That's ass backwards, okay? Me personally, when I had a job, like an actual 9 to 5 job, I would work out at my cubicle, okay? There'd be times with, like, I worked at a call center years and years ago. There were times when people would look up and I'm hitting push-ups on the desk at my cubicle. I'm doing sit-ups in my chair at my cubicle. I'm doing squats on a phone call with a customer in my cubicle. Like, so for example, let me just, I'm in my cubicle working, headset on, doing phone calls. Motherfucker look over and all they see is this, like this. So yes, we were calling today because we wanted to, okay, there's ways to get it in. There's ways to get it in. Okay. Motherfuckers look over and I'm in my cubicle talking about some. So yeah, we were calling today because we wanted to see if you would, yeah, get that shit in. There's ways to get your shit in at the desk. This chair doesn't lean back. The chair that I had in my cubicle used to lean a little bit, but I would absolutely be in my motherfucking seat talking about some. Okay, so if you want to, you absolutely will. Hell, if you have a dog, a pet, take a walk. That's exercise. You can march in place at a certain pace and it becomes exercise. Like, people make excuses for things that they really don't want to do, okay? Because if you really wanted to, you would find a way. You would do it, okay? So don't let work be an excuse not to exercise, or not having enough time be an excuse to not exercise. Get that shit in at your desk. Get that shit in at your cubicle. I mean, like I said a minute ago, if you really wanted to, you would. Okay? But that is all I have for you for this Self-Care Sunday. I hope, stop saying that word. I declare and decree that the message reached who it was for, that I have provided you with the information and the tools that you need to progress forward in your self-care journey. And I declare and decree that you take yourself out somewhere nice and you have a great time. But like I said, I'll see you guys next week. Have a beautiful Sunday.